Welcome to That's Pretty Neat with Rodger and Stefan, where we discuss neat, holistic, regenerative agriculture.
So Rodger, I'm here and I'm looking around and it looks like some stuff happened here. How do you feel about it?
Well, Stefan, we always talk about how you can use grazing animals to affect change on the habitat. Now, this particular area I know very well. If the camera pans over that way, you can see a graded road down the hill. I am the one who scouted that fence line. And to do it, I rode my four-wheeler over these bushes, and on average, my wheels were 3 feet off the ground. This was thick, what's it, coyote bush and what else?
Looks like sage, coyote, and mostly sage.
Sage and coyote. This was thick bushes. And if we look over here, we can see just how thick their stems were. And if you think that a herd of roughly 100 cattle broke stems that thick and trampled all of this flat onto the ground just because they were looking for horse cubes, it just shows the incredible impact, animal impact that animals can have if you manage them as a tool. Now, you could have brought a bulldozer in here or a mulcher, which would have cost a lot of money, but this was grazing animals coming in that grazed all the leaves, trampled all the branches flat, and hopefully later on we'll show another spot where this was done earlier, and you now see the green regrowth. So the herds can even be brought in to prune shrubs and bushes and really open it up so more biodiversity can get growing in between it.
So you think as it looks now, it looks good, because maybe to some people this doesn't look good. Why would this certain scenario that we have here with everything crushed be good, excluding the biodiversity?
Well, so firstly, if we look at this, these big branches, they're totally dry and brittle. So they were dead. But the problem was they were dead and standing. And if you look back there, you can see the gray.
Yeah.
So these were shrubs dying of overrest, just like grasses die of overrest. So nothing was pruning them. Nothing was knocking them down for them to now re-sprout and regrow. So with time, they went from 1 foot tall shrubs to now, what's that, 6, 7, 8 foot tall?
Yeah.
So now they're 8 foot tall shrubs. Nothing wants to walk through them. Animals fear going in there in case there's a predator hiding in there. But when a whole herd comes in, a predator now fears the herd, so it leaves. Now this all gets trampled. Well, this plant isn't dead. It will regrow.
Yeah.
This one, if we come
you can
here,
see it.
Isn't dead. You can see, it's going to regrow, but now it's like pruning a shrub in your garden. Gardeners know you prune heavily for really good regrowth.
Yep.
Well, here you've used your livestock to prune heavily, but more importantly, look at this incredible mulch. What gardener wouldn't give his eye teeth to have just thick, beautiful mulch?
Yeah.
And this has got sticks in it and leaves and everything.
Wow.
So, those sticks, that's going to be food for your funguses.
Yeah.
So now your mycelial networks will have more food. And instead of it going gray and oxidizing and having a chemical breakdown, now it can have a biological breakdown. So, and then the fact that it's soft and friable and it's all mixed in, so there's soil in there, leaves in there, branches in there, bark in there. Boy, oh boy, is that going to grow stuff.
It's exciting.
It's exciting, yeah. Yeah, a vegetable gardener couldn't do a better job of mulching a bed.
Yeah.
And you did it with a herd of cattle.
Just a herd of cattle. It's awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
You can follow Rodger at d2gftf.com and also on his socials at Rodger Savory Holistic Management on YouTube and Facebook. We are Las Cumbres Ranch. You can follow us on social media at Las Cumbres Ranch over all platforms. And thanks for tuning in. It's been real neat.